In the previous video I showed you how to name this compound by tipping it over and rotating it. And now I want to show you an alternate method of how to name this particular compound. And I have this molecule here, and you see that hydrogen still points upward. Hydroxy group is in the same plane pointing to the left. SH is pointing toward me and NH2 is pointing away from me. If I look at the molecule, you can see that as well. Hydrogen is pointing up, NH2 away, SH toward me, and OH is pointing to the left in the plane. Now remember, in the previous video I showed you that if I interchange two particular groups, I can get a mirror image of compounds. And you can actually see this very nicely if I do if I do this, you can see that these two are mirror images of each other. They're enantiomers, which means if one is R, the other must be S. So we're going to try now and name this particular one, and I'm going to show you how to do it by interchanging two of the groups. And what I will do is now try to interchange the hydrogen and the NH2, and you can see here this hydrogen that was pointing up is now pointing away, and the NH2, which was pointing away from me, is now pointing upward. And this is just the molecule with two groups which were interchanged. If you look at this molecule, it's the same. This atom, it's the same, the OH group. This thiol group is the same, so these two are the same, but I've now interchanged the hydrogen with the NH2. You can see here I've interchanged the hydrogen with the NH2. And I've done that so that hydrogen points away from me and the NH2 group points above. But more importantly, I wanted this hydrogen to point away from me in order to name it. So you'll see now I have a structure where the hydrogen points away from me and the NH2 group points to the top. And once I do that, I can now start to assign priorities. And if you remember in the previous video, sulfur had an atomic number of 16, so it's given a priority of 1. Oxygen had an atomic number of 8, given a priority of 2. Nitrogen a priority of atomic number of 7, given a priority of 3, and hydrogen was your lowest priority molecule. And you go from 1 to 2 to 3. You go now in a clockwise direction, and the clockwise direction would mean that this molecule is the R configuration. So this molecule was the R configuration after we interchanged the hydrogen and the NH2, which means now that your original molecule must be opposite to the R configuration, which is the S configuration.